back in Savasana for our second video on hands-on assists. And we're going to look at lower body adjustments in this part of the Savasana assists. So if you want to just do a lower body adjustment, one thing you can do is place your hands on the inner knees and find that line at the shin bone ridge. So you can gently, not on the knee joint, but below the knee joint, give a series of little pressure or massage release points moving down the leg. You just kind of go down the leg and you give it a little bit of a tightening at the thumb, right under the bone there at the shins. All the way down to the inner ankle, that medial malleolus, and you just gently traction it and you can release. Now, some people really like their feet lightly held in Shavasana, so that's a really nice thing you can do, just a light touch on the tops of the ankles, energetically grounding. You want to make sure your hands are warm for this and clean and not sweaty, because that would be really uncomfortable for your student, but a dry, warm hand, right? Just on that ankle. A slightly more advanced thing that you can do here would be to gather her ankles and pick her ankles up. Then you walk in toward her body and you place her ankles on your hip bones. So it gives her a little bit of a release down her legs. Now you can release your hands once her ankles are resting on your iliac spine here in the front of your pelvis, just for a moment, so that you can gather yourself. And when you do this, you bring her legs firmly into your hands. Okay? You give it a firm hold. And then on the way down, you do a little bit of a back and forth release. So as you're coming down, you're kind of rocking. And see, I'm not rounding my back, I'm in a long spine, I'm rocking her back and forth, so that when I bring her down and I give it a little shake. So actually this feels really good, this like last close to the ground shaking out. Now, most people go so narrow in their Shavasana that when you do this, you can actually give them a good wide Shavasana and let their feet drop out, so that they are energetically feeling like they're allowed to take up space, which they are. A lot of times we accommodate for the space around us. Even in Shavasana, we're just so used to accommodating space for other people that we don't realize that we can take that space. So it can be really nice when you put somebody's feet out wide and let them release into the fullness of the space outside of their mat. So those are just a few little lower body adjustments you can give. Of course, you could come onto the thigh bones and just gently press the thigh bones down. It's not a big push, right? But it could be a little bit of a press there. Again, this one's a little bit more intimate, and I think that there are more effective Shavasana assists. But if you know the person and they have really tight hip flexors and quadriceps, they're a runner, rock climber, bicyclist, something like that, you can do that and then give that rush of energy down and out. And remember, you can always release by flicking your fingers the energy of the feet away. So those are just some lower body assists for Shavasana.